Good evening and welcome to Sawasdee Fasai, operated by West Coast Divers. Please pay attention to this short video so that we all have a safe and enjoyable trip. It should take less than 10 minutes, and if it's longer than that, blame whoever keeps pressing pause. Firstly, we have very basic but the most important safety things to tell you. In an emergency, please meet at the back of the boat on this deck, and if that is not possible, then we meet at the front of the boat on this deck. Your first job when you've been taken to your cabin is to find the life jackets. Each cabin has one for each person, and you need to locate the nearest emergency exit. There's one at the front of the lower decks. Finally, no smoking in your cabins, and never leave a device charging in your cabin. Okay, let's have a tour of our home for the next 4 days. There are 4 decks on Sawasdee Fasai. We will start at the top, show you all the areas, and finish here in the lounge saloon. Here we are on the sun deck. If you sunbathe up here, please be very careful not to get sunburnt. There's a sea breeze, and the sun in Thailand is very strong. Plus, it reflects off all this white paint. Wear reef-friendly sunscreen and drink lots of water. It's very easy to get sunburnt and become dehydrated. Smoking up here is okay, but always use the ashtrays and never throw anything into the sea. At night, please don't drag the sunbeds to move them because it's really noisy for the guys sleeping in the lounge saloon. Pick them up and move them, like this. Do you want a grumpy dive guide in the morning or a guide who got a good night's sleep? If you sleep up here at night, please take all your bedding back down to your cabin in the morning. Okay, moving down to the upper deck, please be careful on the stairs. Hold the railing and always face the stairs, like this. It's easy to hurt yourself if the stairs are wet or if the boat hits a big wave. On this upper deck, we have 2 budget cabins, one on each side. Here's the captain's bridge. If you want to come here, please ask a member of the diving staff first. The captain sometimes has to drive the boat at night, so he often needs sleep in the day. We need him, and we need him alert and happy. In front of the captain's bridge is a nice place to sit and relax. Please do not stand here when the boat is moving because our captain needs to see. Looking down to the front of the boat, we have our first no-go area. There are 2 reasons we can't go down there. One is for safety, because of the ropes and chains for the anchor, and the other, to respect Thai beliefs. We have special flower garlands for good luck. Please stay away from this area. Okay, moving back along this upper deck, we come to the outdoor dining area. We try to keep it as dry as possible. Here, you can see the daily itinerary. We have fruits and snacks available at all times. A bin for recycling, a bin for general trash, and somewhere to scrape your food and leave your cups and plates. We have a coffee machine, but please make sure the ladies are nearby when you use it, just in case you need some help. We also have tea, hot and cold drinking water, and these weird sachets. These are electrolyte powder, and you mix them with water. They're really good at helping you stay hydrated. You should take one of these every day and drink lots and lots of water the whole trip. Everything you have seen so far is for free, but in the refrigerator, we have beer and soft drinks, which you can pay for at the end of the trip. Every time you take a can or a bottle from the refrigerator, please make a simple mark next to your name on this list. Please make it easy for us to count your total drinks for the trip. Please don't start a new count each day or write numbers or anything weird. Just do it like this and everyone's happy. If you sometimes get seasick, we have these pills. Take one before you might feel bad. For example, after dinner tonight. They also help you sleep. If you already start to feel sick, these pills have no effect, so take one in advance. Okay, going carefully again down to the boat's main deck. You can see the dive platform, but we will talk more about this in our general dive briefing. Please do not go here at night, especially if the boat is moving. Any things or people that fall into the water at night are very difficult to find. Here there are storage cubby holes for everyone. Each cabin has 2 spaces. You can store towels, sunglasses, or telephones while you're diving. Next, we have 2 bathrooms outside and 2 more inside. Now we come into the dry area. Please, no wet clothing or wetsuits in here. The wooden floors are very slippery when wet, so please keep it dry. On your right, you will see 2 more bathrooms with a toilet and a shower. If you're staying in a deluxe or master cabin, please try not to use these. Your own bathroom is nearby. On the left, we have the kitchen. Please don't go in there. Ahead of you, we have 5 deluxe cabins and 2 master cabins. Let's go down to the lower deck where you can see our next no-go area, which is the engine room. Please never go in there. On this lower deck, we have 2 large bathrooms for guests staying in the budget cabins. This deck has 4 standard cabins and 2 budget cabins. Finally, we have the emergency escape hatch at the front of this lower deck. Now, very quickly about your cabins. You must never smoke or eat in your cabin, and please do not leave anything on charge. If you are sitting and charging like this, it's okay. But if you're sleeping or in the shower, please do not charge devices. And never leave a device on charge when you're not in the cabin. All the bathrooms on the boat have a marine toilet. That means we must never put tissue or sanitary items in the toilet. Please put everything in the trash bin. If you haven't used a bum gun before, you're missing out on one of the best inventions in the world. These are clean, good for the environment, and fun to use. Now, let's go to the lounge saloon, where you are currently watching this video. This is a totally dry area, please. No wet clothing at all, and no food are allowed in here. Over here we have plenty of sockets for charging devices. Plugs from one country put into sockets from another country might not fit perfectly, and this can cause sparks and start a fire, which is why we want devices left on charge only in here. It's the safest place for charging. You can also see a library of books and a medical first aid kit. Please do not go into the tour leader's office in this corner. If you need anything, please ask. Finally, please be aware that the dive team sleep in here, so the lights are usually off at 10 p.m.
Don't forget that a happy guide in the morning is better at finding and showing you the marine life.
Okay, thank you so much for your patience and attention. If you have any questions at all, now's the time to ask. We hope you have a wonderful trip.